the new Parkway Theater, where good food, diverse entertainment, and community create a place for everyone. For showtimes and special events, check out www.thenewparkway.com. You are listening to High Score 510, where real talk is our vernacular.
Big Three. Sponsorship. Ice Cube. I'll partner with you. I'll help you create it. We're gonna make it a thing. USA Basketball will be fed by the Big Three. Now y'all can start getting some other players instead of just some of the ninjas that y'all be filling your league with, though. It's gonna work both ways. It's gonna open up the Big Three to better talent.
Why you always act like first you thought Jimmy Fredette was a Mormon, and you're like, oh, he was older in college. He wasn't a Mormon. He just went to BYU.
He old. You gotta be a Mormon to go there.
No, you don't have to be a Mormon to go to BYU. They wouldn't have half the damn football team they have.
All them fools have been converted. What you think they're going on the missions for?
They have brothers. The BYU would get brothers from LA. Brandon, answer this for him, please.
Yeah, man, you gotta.
And no, the only brothers I see from LA was like named Ezekiel and other biblical names. So I was like, they must be part of that cult.
Start the show.
All right, let's get ready to start the show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the High Score 510 podcast. You thought we was gone, but we are not. We are back from a small hiatus after doing our 4th of Juneteenth Jeopardy special. This month has been quite hectic as DJ Art has been trolloping around the world and on vacation, along with the other guys on some forms of vacation of sorts. Pedro, how was your vacation?
You haven't took it yet, sir.
Okay, Pedro's a slave, nigga.
Pedro went to Vegas about 3 times.
That ain't no damn vacation.
That's granddaddy duty.
I don't understand. That's losing my money for no damn reason.
That's sugar daddy status without getting any play.
Exactly.
AG3, you had a nice vacation?
Yeah. I'm ready for things to get back in the groove, settle down. I ain't been able to even unpack my suitcase yet. It's sitting behind me.
All right. Well, we're back. Maybe some of the other guys will join us, but you can catch us at High Score 510 on the Instagram, the YouTube, and on the Twitter at Horcrux Hipster, and on our TikTok page. And we are here with
this is AG3 coming at you faster than Noah Lyles winning that competition, but then acting like he beat Hussein Bolt's world record.
Well, he had a 9.8 something, right? That's pretty good.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that's good. And it was a great race. It was a fun race. He barely won. I mean, it was a photo finish.
Great race.
I don't know. The other guy's feet looked like they were hitting the line. Is it the foot or the body?
It's the torso. It's the torso. And they went digital and they showed his torso crossing the line first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the torso, not the feet.
Yeah, because niggas throw their head over the line. Like, that's going to help.
I don't know why they're reaching there. They shouldn't be reaching.
Well, that's the thing. You throw your head, your momentum shifts, so your torso toss forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pedro is our track and field specialist here. So
yes,
over here looking like Bob Kersey.
Exactly.
All right. Well, here's your soundbite, AG3. Compliments of Lex Fila.
Didn't hear anything.
I haven't played nothing yet.
No.
Today's podcast is brought to you by delicious watermelon. The superfruit that's always around that people are scared to fuck with, but I ain't. This motherfucker is big, round, and juicy, and full of soul and sexiness. If you want to impress a woman, get a bitch of watermelon.
Shout out to Larry Dickham.
Larry Dickham.
Since it is, we have been on a little bit of hiatus, I'm gonna give everyone a second soundbite. So, Aaron was trying to say a word the other day that had me. I tried not to bust out laughing, but yeah, this is just because we ain't heard a magic moment in a while. This is for all the fans out there who know about AG3 and his magic moments. Here we go.
In the beginning, Yeah. In the in the
Listen properly.
in the beginning. Yeah. In the beginning.
This magic moment.
Are you talking about the word I was trying to say in that meeting, Jared? That kept fucking up?
It was a registration.
Oh my God. I don't know why I couldn't. I think it was registration, and I just couldn't get it out. Like my brain.
Eric kept saying registration.
It couldn't say registration. Could you believe that? Could not say it at all. I read this whole paragraph out loud to a group and couldn't say registration.
He got stuck. He's like, in the meaning.
I was like the last 4 words. I read the biggest paragraph fine and got to registration and couldn't say the damn word. Like had a brain fart. Started wondering was I having a stroke in there.
Shout out to Magic Moments. Maybe we'll hear some today. We're still at the beginning of the show. Pedro's had some good magic moments. Pedro, what do you call the people that come from a different place and come over to our country from another country?
Immigrants.
Okay, just checking. Good, he got it. He's practiced.
Probably call them Equatorial New Guineans.
If Pedro has had a slight hiccup numerous times where he calls them immigrants.
Immigrants. That's good. Immigrants.
You say immigrants.
I ain't never said no immigrants. Y'all niggas making up shit now.
I'm about to go back. I'm about to go back to some of the footage.
No, what I say, municipality. That's what I mess up.
We go figure it out.
And there's another word I mess up all the time.
Well, just when Pedro get on the go, when he get going, he start talking about people coming across the border. If you hear him, just wait for him to try and say the word immigrants. And once he gets hot and bothered,
I don't speak good because I got fake teeth and my lips are big.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
All right. Well, and we are here with.
Hey, everybody, favorite soldier and shoulder, Captain P-Funk. I'm coming at you like Wesley Snipes. This large tax bill on my back.
Well, here's the soundbite, Pedro.
Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords. And most of all, we thank you for Roush and Yates partnering to give us the power that we see before us tonight. Thank you for GM Performance Technology and the R07 engines. Thank you for Sunoco Racing Fuel and Goodyear tires that bring performance and power to the track. Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife tonight, Lisa, and my 2 children, Eli and Emma, or as we like to call them, the Little E's. Lord, I pray you bless the drivers and use them tonight. May they put on a performance worthy of this great track. In Jesus' name, boogity, 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 amen.
Amen. Now let's go racing and chasing first.
Oh, Jesus. And here's your second soundbite, just to contrast the complexity that is known as Captain P-Funk.
Are you a homosexual?
I am a same gender loving man.
So does that mean you're a homosexual?
It means that I'm a same gender loving man.
But just for I'm black and slow.
Okay.
And just for the record, does that mean you're a homosexual?
I could be considered a homosexual.
Are you considered? I don't want to think of you if you're not.
I'm a homosexual.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why people go on these shows.
Oh, Lord, help me, please. And we are here with.
It's on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that supposed to mean that it was? I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, wait. Which one is? My name is Geechee Threads. Real excited to be on the show tonight.
Hopping over fences.
Exactly. Checking my canisters I got all up around the property.
All right. Well, here's a soundbite. Compliments of Captain P-Funk.
Hey, Mr. Trump, if you're looking for a name for Kamala Harris, I originated the name Camelback Ain't Black Harris. Now you can call it that from now on and see how far that will get you. I'll lease you that name, and you can have your lawyer call my lawyer, and we can talk about the term. I'm serious about this. I'm not joking. I'm serious.
And I created the name Camelback Ain't Black Harris. I created that. That's my creation. The same way, by the way, for the public to know, this whole idea of the Trump train, we put together a song, Get on the Trump Train, but you don't hear them ever talk about the Trump train anymore. But that used to be a theme in the campaign when Trump was running for president. Trump train, we put together, we originated that. So now, Mr. Trump, if you want a name for Kamala Harris, actually her name is Kamala, but if you want a name for Kamala Harris, I will lease you the rights to the name Camelback Ain't Black Harris.
It's a sad state of affairs in America for the black man. That's all I got to say.
The nigga ain't got no sense.
Yichi, I'm gonna give you a second soundbite just because we're doing everyone with two. So, compliments of Mike Perry talking about boxing.
You know, like most people on the internet don't know shit about boxing. These people have never had a fight or they're special needs. You know, the thing about retarded people is they don't know that they're retarded.
God damn. Hey, man. Like I said, if it's Mike Perry, you just gotta understand. It's like that's when you got that special need cousin. It's like, man, just let him say whatever. We know it ain't gonna make sense.
It ain't gonna make sense, and he's willing to fight anybody.
Yeah, right. You was farting in bathtubs and laughing your ass off. Yeah. But Simple Jack thought he was smart, or rather didn't think he was retarded, so he can't afford to play retarded, being a smart actor. Playing a guy who ain't smart but thinks he is, that's tricky. Tricky. It's like working with Mercury. It's high science, man. It's art form.
It's like it's gonna start a fight. Just let him say it.
The evolution of a country has begun.
Oh, Jesus, yep. All right, well, my name is Jared, aka DJ Art, with two T's for a double dose of that tink tink. The D is silent, so it's just Jart. And here's my soundbite. When you're trying to convince everyone that you're heterosexual now. Compliments of Andrew C. Caldwell.
Are you dating anyone, for real?
I'm not dating no one right now. Got any friends?
Okay, so you want the meow for real?
I want the meow.
All right, but like, you know.
Want some sexy?
You know, this little sexy. We be wanting like, you gotta
I get hard for women now.
Oh,
I get hard for women now. I don't get hard for men.
You gotta explain it like that. You in trouble. You in trouble. When you gotta explain it like that, you in trouble. Somebody come and said I thought that was Jordan Peele doing this. Come on. I love that one comment. He might not be gay no more, but he certainly isn't gay any less. Can you play the old? I need some old Andrew C. Caldwell.
Oh, shit.
Let me just remind the people who this guy is.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Hard for men now.
Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free? Yes, sir. Turn around and tell those people. Tell them. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women.
I get hard for women's now.
I tell you what, the organ player playing, man, he should have been viral for his organ play.
Oh, he was killing it.
I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman. Now listen.
He was killing it there. Whoever was playing the organ in there, he get paid good money at that church. You could tell.
I don't get hearts for men no more.
And my second soundbite. Wait, I had a second one somewhere. Hold on. Did I have it? Where is it? Oh, it's from our woke side. Here's a banger from our friends at PETA. PETA Pop is what I like to call it.
I am a cow, chicken, and a pig. My entire life I've been abused and crammed into a very small, dark place where I can barely move my body. I go mentally insane from the boredom. I live a life of
So somebody sat around and practiced this. So they rehearsed this.
You talking about them lyrics are fire, dude.
I know. I miss the days when that part of the city had prostitutes walking up and down that. And
This is in San Francisco, right?
Me too.
You can see the Transamerica building.
But Marshawn can help me get on the bus to get me some goddamn crab. Go across that motherfucker. That's what I miss those days. I miss the days when the mission had Latin people, the Point had black people. The only thing that's still normal in the mission is the goddamn tenderloin. I mean, in the city is the tenderloin.
Yeah, but that's shrinking. That's shrinking big time. That's shrinking. I've seen some vegan and juice bars around there in the Tenderloin.
Well, you got dudes like him singing about veganism and getting down in a small space.
You know, the lyrics could have been a little bit better. You know, I am a connoisseur of musicals. I do love my musical theater and singing, but I'm just going to say he was a little bit off note. And the dance moves in the back, I bet you they spent about 3 hours practicing those dance moves when it was going to be that stupid.
He was hoping your boys see him and hire him on to Hamilton Part 2.
So what did I miss? What did I miss?
Been a lot going on in the last month, and we got some catching up to do. In news in the last month, Donald Trump was apparently attempted to be assassinated a couple weeks ago. The attempted assassin could only shoot innocent bystanders and graze one of the most difficult parts to hit on somebody's body without killing them. What do y'all think about that?
You must have taught him how to shoot, Jared.
Come on. The way I was playing last night, I thought I must have taught him how to shoot. I was missing everything.
Yeah, I was just saying all the Call of Duty playing didn't help him out.
Exactly.
No, his problem is because he's been playing Overwatch. It's too much like a video game. He needs
the crazy thing. I want.
He's like, I can't hit him when I'm shooting in first person.
All the people that are involved in the Gulf War and since on and been under fire in Afghanistan and different places. I want to know the stats of how many of them got shot in the ear. Because we're talking about people that has faced hundreds of bullets being shot at them. And the ones that survived, how many of them got an ear wound?
Got an ear wound right where the ear and the head meet.
They've hit everywhere. They got bullets. There's people that's been sprayed and survived bullets everywhere and do not have an ear wound.
Well, sadly, one person did die. A man who was a volunteer firefighter, a retired firefighter, dove in front of his family. He's died a hero, whatever his political views are. But I did see some people trolling some of his Twitter posts or X posts, which were kind of fucked up, but also like, damn. He talked about other people dying, being like, they'll get over it. The Japanese did, and the people were like, he'll get over it. The Japanese did. I was like, God damn, it ain't been more than 24 hours since the man died.
I am delivered.
We're in a bad place, guys.
You know, here's the crazy thing. The coverage of the Trump assassination, it kind of like it was the thing of the weekend, and it like went away.
It went away real quick.
Yeah, it went away real fast. This shows you how the news cycle is now.
It shows you about the news cycle, yeah. It also leads me to have more conspiracy brother questions about it, but I'm not going to get into that right now. However, it is kind of concerning. Like, it's the first time we've had, like, what is this, a presidential assassination attempt in our own country since, what, Ronald Reagan? So you're talking about 40 years almost, damn near, pretty much. So
can we talk about the arrogance of the director, the Secret Service director, how she was just like nonchalant about it?
She's like, they gave us the plan. It's like
no, she
conspiracy,
was like,
brother.
Ow! I'm hit. But my vest coated, bitch. Yes, I'm alive.
Usually when something like that happens, the person in charge volunteers to resign.
Yeah.
Oh, she was hanging on. She's hanging on big time until, like, okay. It's just like the arrogance of today. It's we living in a different time. Mm-hmm. We live in like this lady. Look, you're gonna get a pension. You're gonna get a severance package. Look, man, you almost got a president assassinated on your watch. Go away. It's that easy.
Mm-hmm.
But so many people are so into their ego nowadays. It's like it's to the point where it's disgusting. She's just as bad as Donald Trump.
It's interesting. You wonder when she came on. She could have come on when Trump brought her on. So he brings on a lot of people that are going to exude the same sentiment and personality as him. Maybe not personality, but personality traits. And so it wouldn't surprise me you have people who are blowhards, bravado, but are willing just to go with whatever he says. That's really what he wants. Well, you know, he was almost assassinated. No conspiracies around how that dude was lit up there and not taken out or not bothered, you know. But he was almost assassinated. The RNC happened. Donald Trump and the Republicans tried to blame all the divisive talk of the Democrats as the reason why the atmosphere is like that, if something could happen. Well, the guy was a registered Republican, but whatever. That's all conspiracy, conjecture, and just facts. Regardless of which, the RNC happened, and the Republicans tried to temper their divisive talks. But right after the RNC finished, Joe Biden, in a COVID-induced state, resigned from running in the 2024 election. Thank God I told you I wasn't going to vote for Joe Biden. But Joe Biden is no longer running, and he endorsed Camelback ain't Black Harris.
I created the name Camelback ain't Black Harris. I created that. That's my creation.
Guess he can't have dinner with Brandon no more.
What do you guys think about Camelback ain't Black Harris being the new Democratic or presumptive Democratic representative in the election?
Hey, yeah. So there was a guy predicting this. I think Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks predict this to happen. And it was a couple other people. I forgot the other dude. Who was the other candidates that tried to jump in the race, get Joe Biden out? You remember, Jared? I don't know his name. Wasn't Shapiro, was it?
I think everyone that would have thrown their name in, they kind of just like held back and just once he basically was like, I'm endorsing Kamala, everyone's like, all right, we're not, this is good.
No. I'm talking about with Joe Biden this was a year ago.
Oh, you know what? I don't remember any of them because they didn't have real primaries.
Right. Well,
they didn't have real debates.
They were trying to make it.
They tried to fast track Joe Biden into the position, and people were like, so we just gonna call this a primary? Yeah. So, anyways, my only option I know about that's somewhat Democratic is my boy Cornel West.
Well, it was Cornel West. There was another white dude, and it was Cenk Uygur, who came around because he's not a U.S. citizen. Go back to Africa, by the way. Dude was saying on the Young Turks, hey, man, you run anybody out there but Joe Biden, it's automatic saves democracy, right? And did they wait too late? I don't know. It's like people's egos, and they old. This is why you got all these old people in there. They got those seats and got those powers, and they're not in touch with reality. They didn't get in touch with reality until they start seeing the polls of them losing swing states.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, you should have known that all your wisdom and your grace should have told you that last year. They looking at the stock market and they're thinking, in the jobs market, they're thinking, oh, my portfolio looks great. This is an automatic win. Mm-hmm. And they're not looking at the people that voteป่and stock market and all the money they have and 3 and 4 jobs every American's working. Actually, Camelback Kamala actually brought that up in one of her new speeches. It was like, hey, this is messed up right now. We got people working 2 jobs to make ends meet.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually brought it up. I was like, oh, shoot, I might go ahead and slip her a vote now because I sure wasn't voting for her.
I'm trying to figure out why Jared over here lying, talking like he ain't see no primary. I saw a primary for Democratic primary because I voted for that pimp named Mitchie Slick.
That's an option I would have voted for instead of Joe Biden. Shit, I'm telling you.
At least I know it can stay awake late, right?
Yeah. No, there was definitely no primaries a year ago because Joe Biden was out there caping for a place that is real. He's out there caping. We got to sell weapons to this country. We got to let all this. I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to stay away from it. Getting out of it. But Joe Biden, you shit yourself which you know what? The last time we recorded, by the way, guys, was the night of the debate when everything flipped on its head from the status quo that we were about to be force fed. So I think, honestly, it was our 4th of Juneteenth Jeopardy special that was put in the universe to cause Joe Biden to have such a shitty performance at the debate that they realized he's about to be like Magic Johnson. I'm not gonna be here. Shout out to Joe Biden for finally stepping out, and shout out to Kamala Harris, who's raised tens of millions in the first 24 hours, and then it sounds like hundreds of millions in the first week. So she has reinvigorated the Democratic Party, so to speak, and we'll see what happens with the dynamic, because now it's not the old dude versus Donald Trump. It's
they don't know how
Donald Trump is the old dude, and Camelback ain't black. Harris is now the young person, and she just has to deal with a whole bunch of this shit. Here's a clip from why they're debating whether or not Kamala is a DEI hire.
It's never the Republicans who ever bring up race.
Is she Indian or is she black? She was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
This woman, this disaster whose only qualification was having a vagina and the right skin color.
Either Kamala Harris, she's the original Haktua girl. She's never earned or won anything. Pimp's trying to find a woman that's weak. You know what I mean, man? Jive turkey?
That's not how I remember Kamala Harris speaking. That sounded a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more jive to me.
Kamala Harris is a JV player. She is a DEI pick.
She was a DEI hire.
The DEI vice president.
She would be the queen of DEI if she were elected.
Affirmative action. You're selected because the melanin in the content of your skin.
Is it possible that she's getting whiter?
Whiter?
Yeah.
I think they've been.
Have you seen her lately? Like, it is weird. It's like she's like a biracial werewolf. Just.
I've noticed she started wearing.
Straightening.
She's a DEI hire, right? She's a woman. She's colored, therefore she's got to be good.
So racist.
Brought to you by the Lincoln Project, a clip of this week's Republicans flipping out about Kamala Harris.
No, I'm not gonna even lie. I called the trucking union down in Arizona and told all those white dudes that Pedro was a DEI hire. Come on. I said his truck is automatic. DEI hire. He don't even know how to drive it.
Well, in other news this week, to honor one of the categories from our 4th of Juneteenth Jeopardy special with the Live Free or DEI Hard, another Republican made some fun news for running for Congress using a deep fake of Dr. Martin Luther the King Jr. to endorse him. Here's the clip.
The video we're about to play you was posted to the TikTok account for GOP candidate Anthony Hudson running for the open seat in Michigan's 8th district, which represents Flint. Take a look.
I have another dream. Yes, it is me, Martin Luther King. I came back from the dead to say something. As I was saying, I have another dream. That Anthony Hudson will be Michigan's 8th district's next congressman. Yes, I have a dream again. Okay, now I am going back to where I came from. Goodbye.
My name is Anthony Hudson, and I approve this message.
Come on. Come on. Going back to where I came from. That's the worst part about it. That's the worst part of it. Messed up my whole joke I was setting up right there. I was setting up a joke about how I think it was real until they ended with that.
Oh Lord!
Now was he going back to Africa or back to the grave? That's where I got confused.
Both.
He's going back to ninja heaven.
Both. He's going back to black heaven. He was a good enough black man that he gets to go to black heaven.
Brave white Jesus.
Telling you, man, these politicians are out here wilding beyond.
Remember in politics, you used to just talk politics?
You can be a little racist, but just talk politics.
Just talk politics.
Man, politics. Here's the crazy thing. You guys got to remember, Howard Dean got kicked out of the race because he screamed.
Yeah, that guy.
He got kicked out of race because he screamed blah. Like he was excited. He got kicked. They told him, nah, man, you can't be screaming on the Democratic ticket. And now look what we got.
Shout out to Anthony Hudson. I hope your run goes well. I think he's a white man too, so I'm just gonna. But he's running for the district that got Flint, so he got niggas out there. He's like, this might work. This will reach the black vote.
I'm telling you, like he has no faith in the intelligence of black people in Flint.
Yeah, they drunk their water for all that time. Maybe he's thinking, hey, shit, they ain't say nothing about that water. We can get away with this MLK.
You know, the thing about retarded people is they don't know that they're retarded.
In other news, move over, milk crates. There's a new viral challenge that's sweeping the hood, which will allow you to take advantage of vagrants and other compromised neighborhood folk. It's called the Coon Fruit Challenge.
Here we go.
The what?
Coon Fruit Challenge.
That's what I thought he said. Nigga, please.
In this challenge, you are able to pay people who are down on their luck or just need a dollar that bad to be able to test their might against the watermelon upside the head. Here's the video.
Straight up, folks trying to flex, he trying to get ready.
Y'all ready?
Yeah. All right, 3.
Boy.
Yeah. What y'all say his nickname was?
Megatron.
Oh, bro, we finna put melon on this shit.
Ooh.
Watermelon challenge.
Y'all got y'all shit ready, Lord.
Part 2 of this.
Put that bitch across the shit.
Part 2 of this.
Dribble that bitch out.
Look at this shit.
Luca.
Damn!
That's
He just hit the brick. Just bust his forehead on Neil Gray.
Okay. So if Trump wants to come back or rally in these polls, all he has to do is show that video.
Oh my God.
You can't have these rabbit ass niggas running office.
Jeez. Oh man.
So would you guys try the watermelon challenge?
You know I ain't wasting no watermelon.
I was literally about to say that, like, damn well Aaron ain't about to waste no watermelon.
Aaron would be like, hey man, I'm gonna create a watermelon challenge cleanup crew.
I'll throw a cantaloupe at him.
Aaron would be like, hold on, that's some good watermelon over there. Pick that up. Put it in the bag. Let's go.
I ain't touching that. They hit it on crackhead's head now.
Yeah.
Well, it's only the husk.
It's good before they break it.
Yeah, maybe, but it's just a big chunk of broken watermelons. Aaron, there's still good meat in there. Still good meat on that bone.
If I could, I would launch a rocket at every satellite that has YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. They all need to go, dude.
Oh, Taco Pablo is here.
Plus, it's been a minute, baby. What's happening?
So can y'all hear me?
A little bit. You kind of low. You kind of low though.
Turn your mic to black people volume.
Come on.
Brandon, we were just actually watching the new viral challenge sweeping the internet in a neighborhood near you called the Watermelon Challenge. You want to check out real quick? Let's watch it. Yeah, so here it is, Brandon.
Straight up, folks trying to flex, he trying to get ready.
Y'all ready?
All right, 3.
Boy.
All right. You don't want to watch anymore because it gets really depressing after that.
Depressing with that already. It just gets more.
Well, the way you frame that, you sound like it's more than just those 5 people doing it. Like the way you said that.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to get it to take off.
How is that a challenge if you're paying a crackhead to stand there while you do some shit to him?
I don't know, dude.
At least milk crates after a while. Remember, the milk crate started off with them paying crackheads to do it, and then it turned into just black people doing it on their own.
What's in it? A lot of the people doing it, and they shouldn't have been doing. How many people fell and broke their arms and shit.
Yeah, we found out who had health insurance.
Yeah, that's In other news, It is the Olympics. Paris, France. It's doing a great job, apparently. They have a river that people are swimming in and not getting sick. They had a drag show in the opening ceremonies that offended a lot of religious people. And Americans keep winning there. So it's going great. Anyways, what I want to know is what's one of your main takeaways from the Olympics so far? And what's a sport that you have been either really loving or hating or would like to see change so it could be better?
No, the main thing I realized how out of shape I am because I saw this motherfucker, Katie Ledecky, swim for 15 minutes straight, full speed. I was like, I was beating her to take out the trash last week. What the hell is wrong with me? I was really into the rugby initially. I usually don't watch rugby, but I didn't realize like how quickly people score because the field's not super long.
Yeah,
and so if you like break a couple tackles, like you're.
Oh yeah, the rugby sevens, it's a lot more wide open for sure. I tried to watch a couple games, but I kept catching the end of games.
There's some very athletic women out there.
Yeah, the U.S. women won bronze, beating Australia.
Like Nurse out there.
In what? How the hell that happened? In rugby.
In rugby. I think U.S. got a. It's just the number of women that you can get. They got that one big ass woman that be running people over. She reminds me of that. That what is it? That Algerian or that Turkish boxer? Just kidding.
Come on, man, that's like that.
I'm just saying that we're gonna talk about somebody looking like a. There's a lot of other women's throughout this events. They want to just focus on the brown one boxing because she hit hard.
Yeah, it's a very handsome lady.
Am I the only one aroused right now?
Anyways, the U.S. got one of them. Let's just say that. But Brandon, is there any sport that you think that you like are just like, why the fuck is it still here, or just pissing you off, or that you think they could just tinker with and make better?
The long jump. I think that's the thing.
I haven't seen that on TV yet. You over here
that we could stop. No, but that was happening today, man. I just kept thinking because half the jumps, like their toe is over the line,
they fall,
so they disqualify. So like half time, like they jump, you're like, oh, he was 6 centimeters over the line. Disqualify. Let's scratch that. And they don't do it one time. Everybody does 5 times. Like everybody, it takes too long. I don't know where we're measuring. Are we measuring where his foot hits? Where like the front of I don't know.
Measure the last part of the body, man. The last part of the body. That's why you're not supposed to get off and walk backwards because that will get measured.
Yeah, that's why they always try and fall sideways and forward, but it's really hard because you fall backwards and they measure wherever you landed with the furthest back.
That and the pole vault, just because it's just not relatable. Like I don't know. You're not gonna see kids in the park just pole vault.
Don't that make it cool?
It seems like it's a very specific high school, college shit to do.
My high school coach wouldn't let me do pole vault, and I was the high jumper, and we had all the pole vault equipment. And I said, "Can I try it?" And he said, "Aaron, to do pole vault, you got to have a little bit of craziness in you, and you don't have that." He said, "You don't mean you're crazy. You just got a little bit like you one of those kids that like do backflips off the banister or off the roof of school. It's like you're not one of those." So he wouldn't let me do it. See, look at this. Oh, come on, Jared. Come on, Jared. I think that's why Brandon don't want to see it no more.
That guy's dick got in the way.
What happened here, Coach? You know which one I really enjoyed was men's rowing. When the men's rowing, when they USA wasn't picked to win and they went gold.
The one that had like 4 people in the boat?
Yeah, the 4-minute row. The one they can do without, the one they're making a meme of that guy shooting without the glasses.
Oh yeah. He finished like bronze and they hyping him up.
Yeah, I think bronze or silver. No, because he medaled without targeting glasses.
Man, he been in like 5 Olympics already. He should be.
I like the shooting. I think shooting, I do think that they shouldn't have all the gear that they have for some of the things. Like maybe shooting, they can have a little monocle because if your vision goes, you can still be a good shot if you got your monocle on, I guess.
The skeet shooting I get. The crossbow stuff I get. That plain shooting is just like, dude, motherfuckers doing that down the street in their backyard.
Yeah, they want to impress me, man. Cover a bullet like they did on that movie Wanted.
They should do
bullet, man. Everybody be dead in the stand.
Hey man, the Trump assassin probably could be a gold medalist if he was in there.
Come on.
That motherfucker was carving bullets. Oh Jesus. Archery gets on my nerves a little bit because they got the compound bows that basically they can just pull to whatever they want it to be. Like they can set those things, and it's really about holding still and then just shooting. Like I'm just like, man.
That one they still gotta pull back and hold it. Don't lock. It's those other ones that lock. That's the one that's stupid. Compound bow one suck. The recurve one, even though it got a bunch of shit on it, is fine because they still gotta pull it back and hold that shit. And that's hard.
Yeah, I need them to just, just everyone gets a more basic version of a bow, and y'all got to just shoot. I want to see who can. I want to see a Legolas. I want to see Robin Hood. I don't want to see Becky, all right, and Joan, who could afford a $5,000 goddamn bow and got to join the club because they couldn't make friends anywhere else, get a chance to go to Olympics.
Speaking of which, did those pistols have any recoil?
No, those little 22 caliber. Those are the little ones they pull out their boot. Pap.
Yeah, that's why I was like, dude, man.
They should make them shoot like a 45. Yeah, Desert Eagle. That would be tight. I want to see who can shoot that. Because in that John Wick Korean girl that everyone was talking about with the hat backwards, she became a meme.
Well, she had her hat backwards and she was holding like some other shit in her other hand.
Yeah, I want to see her shoot a 50 cal. I want to see the OG. I want to see everyone shoot 50 cals. That'd be tight. We could upgrade that game. I could see that. Marshawn, anything that you've been watching or enjoying or that you would like to improve?
I love watching boxing in the Olympics. One, because of the time frame, so they ain't got nothing to do with the swing hands all day.
Mm-hmm.
None of that technical stuff. Throw jabs. No, they just throwing hooks and rights all day, and it's only 3 rounds. Funny part is, I was because I got the Peacock Network, so I was going through all the little sports for the Olympics, and breaking came up.
Yeah.
In my head, I literally thought they were talking about breaking bricks.
Come on.
I was just like, oh, okay. Okay, they got some kind of new karate competition here. And when I clicked on it, and I seen some fool, man, pop locking, I literally was about to cancel my Peacock account.
I hadn't even seen it yet.
You don't want breaking?
I mean, what if Shabba would have showed up? Shabba would have showed up.
Was it like some serious new pop locking?
Man, he looked like he was from the Soviet Union, but I was just like, wait, what? It totally threw me off. Like I'm expecting someone breaking bricks, whole bunch of glass bottles like Mr. Miyagi had Ralph Macchio doing. No, these fools out here pop blocking and doing the moonwalk. I was like, the whole point of the Olympics, Jared, is to to show your athleticism. Right now, all 3 of us can have our own team and be out there just breakdancing.
I don't know if we could do what they doing.
We may not be doing what they doing, but we can still go out there.
We can go pop lock. Yeah, we can. That'll be the only thing we can do. We're gonna be out there like Corey Feldman. We're gonna be out there dancing like Corey Feldman.
Come on. Couple of ISOs, man, get a couple of matches. I was like, come on. I was like,
Friday, August 9th is the breakdancing finals.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch the breakdance. I'm actually excited about breaking, dude, because I want to see. I got money on the Philippines or like Japan. One of them is will have somebody super tight.
Yeah. Japan. Well, Japan got some
Jared,
good looking.
Let me tell you what breaking is.
It's breakdancing,
especially for Japan and the Philippines. Those are all the fools who couldn't make it on the gymnastics squad.
They're gonna be doing handstands and flips and spins, bro.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Those all the fools that did not make it on the gymnastics squad, and it was just like, we gotta put breaking in so we can, all the money Papa's son paid for these flips and whatnot, gotta pay off somewhere.
It's the ones who could dance too well in the floor routine. Could you ever watch the gymnastics people try and dance during their floor routine?
Yeah, it's always like a bad job of dancing.
No rhythm. It is just like, it's painful to watch. Like, just don't even do the dance move. Just twirl, step forward, do some flips. Don't try and throw in any moves in there. They ain't got. Yeah, it's bad. A sport that I've been watching that I am excited about, is breaking. I haven't seen any of it yet. And a sport that I've, gotten more appreciation for is handball. Like the women's game is more fun to watch than the men's game. they have to be a little more technical, and there's more space. So it's not as big. The men's game, they get some you get some beefy motherfuckers out there that look like they in hockey pads. And I'm like, where are you? Like, this is supposed to be an endurance game, sport flowing, and you just got some goons out there in the front where you just maul people. And I was like, man, come on now.
And they could hack it at. They could grab. That's all pulling.
They be hacking. Yeah, I'm just like, man, this sport could be way more fun to watch if you had it to where, you know what I'm saying, the corner, make it like the corner 3-point line, you know, cut that shit off so it's not just all going wide. But also, man, make it an open dribbling game. That game would be fun to watch if instead of you getting to take 3 steps, I don't know if men get to take more, because I've definitely seen them take more than 3 steps before they bounce the ball again. Be like taking all kind. They do like back to back Euro steps and then bounce the ball. And I'm like, wait a minute, bruh. You can't, like, a Euro step's already 4 steps. And then they allowed to get mauled. And then they'll just call a foul if you maul them, though. But also, it would make the defense better. The defense could have to actually guard you on the ball. You stop your dribble, you can't dribble. You got to pass it. You know what I'm saying? Like, incorporate basketball or that skill set, and it would make it so much more interesting, especially with the smaller ball, trying to dribble and handle a smaller ball. That's a skill in itself. And that could be a dynamic way to make the game more open and a lot less of this mauling and fucking wannabe lacrosse hockey bullshit where they're trying to check each other. Yet they get called for fouls every time they do it. And so really, if they don't score, it's usually going to be a foul or you're going to score. The other night, I was watching a women's game, and like, that's her 8th save of the night. She's making herself, making her presence felt. It's like 3/4 of the way through the game. You know how many goals that she hadn't stopped?
Probably all of them.
21. She's like, oh man, she saved basically 8 out of 30 shots. Like, man, she is tight. Like, that is not tight.
It's a hard sport to play.
No, that is not. That's not good enough. I know it's a hard sport. Just like make the keeper. It'll make it easier on the keepers too. If the defense isn't where they could just run through you, Euro step through you, and just jump up, and then basically be like, I'm 1-on-1 with the keeper, and I just throw it right by you. It's too easy, right? You could take off, you get your running start after you finish your dribble, but you're committed to it. You don't get to do that shit where they jump up, act like they're about to shoot, and then bounce it again, and then try and take a Euro step and then bounce it again. It's crazy, man. The other sport that I can't deal with, though, is fucking field hockey. Field hockey needs to fix their shit. Fix yo shit, field hockey. Field hockey with them little goddamn shillelagh ass sticks. This ain't the goddamn. I'm not over here, you know what I'm saying, smoking a pipe with Merlin or whoever the fuck that was, the Gandalf, you know what I'm saying, in the Hobbit, over here using the goddamn little dwarf sticks. You'll give you all these players gonna have back problems because they gotta hunch over to goddamn try and do anything with the ball. That goddamn little peckerwood thing is so goddamn stubby, you can't even really like deke nobody. Think about this. Would Emilio Estevez have even had a chance to do the triple deke with a goddamn field hockey stick? No, because it's a stubby piece of shit. No. I'm tired of it. It just
Joshua Jackson did the triple deke.
Keep it a stubby little stick. Keep it a stubby little stick. Make them a little longer. So you know what? Guys can actually run upright and make moves while they're upright instead of having to be hunched over where they be like running.
It forces them to pass more.
The passing is bad. It's hard to pass in that stupid ass game. That's why the score is like 3-2 in a 60-minute motherfucking hockey game. No, let's get this shit popping. Get rid of all this other bullshit. Make the sticks longer so motherfuckers can run. You handicapping your own players with this sport. What's the point of that?
I don't think Jared realized that he don't have to actually play the sport if he don't like it.
No, it's just stupid.
Very American right now.
It's stupid.
Like, this game looked like a different game I liked.
No, I'm just saying it would be it would be a much more fun and a better sport. You know why? You know why they don't want them longer? Because they know they're going to let ninjas in it. And they don't want ninjas joining that sport and dominating it. So, like, man, we'll keep this shit to where we're going to give them back problems to play this sport. Man, fuck that game, bro.
Dude, I don't know why you hate that game so much.
Field hockey needs to fix itself up, man.
You know what sport really needs to go? Equestrian.
I agree.
You getting a medal to motivate that horse to jump over something.
You getting a medal for having the patience to not punch that horse in front of people and do it behind closed doors. That's what the medal is.
Yeah, that's what it should be. Equestrian should be trying to train. You got 24, like over the course of 3 days, you get to train a horse that's wild and fucked up.
They should just bring in a bunch of wild horses and then you
get a point deduction every time you strike it. But like you could strike it like 30, 40 times before you get disqualified.
You can't promote people striking a horse now.
No, but it's like a big point deduction. It's kind of like gymnastics. They take away, that's a 0.2 of a point, 0.3 of a point deduction.
Man, I jumped off of 3 steps the other day and I fell for the horses like, whoa.
Like they got him jumping over barriers. Yeah, now dressage and the whole horse racing, you know, I could see that being over with. They had a big scandal with one of the, you know, favorites to win for the video and stuff of her beating her horse, and she's like, "I had a bad moment. That's not what I do. It's not what I teach my students." I'm like, "Bitch, yes, that is. We all know
Yes, it is.
what doing.
You did it then. You was doing it every other time. Just
Bro,
got
I
caught
ever
on
tell
tape.
y'all the story where I thought I was going to die on a horse when I was like 9 or 10 years old? No, I might have been like, yeah, I might have been 8 or 9.
Shit, that's good. You got a lot of lavender in it.
Man,
Where were you at?
Well, we was somewhere like in Reno or Tahoe, and we did that horse. My brother really liked going on horseback riding, and so I enjoyed it. But it was also one of those things. It was like it was cool, but he really liked it, even though he's allergic and would have asthma attack the entire time he on the goddamn horse. But anyways, we would always try and go horseback riding if we were, you know, up in Tahoe. My parents would try and get us on a, you know, horseback riding. So I did it several times, like once each summer for like growing up. So, but one year we there and we go to this place that I don't know what's going on with this place, but this is OG. He looked like he might have been like maybe probably like in his like 60s, you know, and maybe even 70s. He's old. He was kind of tired of the shit. So the horse kind of was like jerked his head, and he's like, "You don't jerk your head from me." I just got on the horse. Okay, I just got on this horse. When it walked out, it looked like it had a little bit of extra like prance in his step, and it was kind of like, you know, nodding his head, kind of weird. And I was like, man, that horse got a little. Don't seem like he really liked being pulled out here by this old man. And so the horse, he's kind of tugging it along, getting mad. He gets me on the horse, and then he kind of tugs away from the dude again while I'm on the horse. And he grabs the reins and he hits the motherfucker in the side of the neck 4 times. Like hard, old man hard force. And said, "You don't do that to me." And I was like, "Oh my God." I said, "I'm on this horse." And this is like the early mid 90s. So it's still okay, I guess. And so
it's still okay. Now. I'm seeing people, man. Seeing people.
Anyways, yeah, and so yeah, that's my introduction to this horse for an hour and a half long ride. Anyways, during the ride, like there's another horse kind of like, you know, the horses might pass each other, but my horse kept like kind of getting like pissed off if another horse was like coming up near it trying to pass it. And then when it was trying to go around, another horse like nipped at it. So this motherfucker was on one a little bit. And then another horse tried to pass me, nipped at that one. And bruh. So we get to a point where another horse comes galloping by it, and he nips at it, turns, and jumps up on all 4s. And I was just holding on, or got up on his hind feet. And I'm sitting there like, "Oh my God." And then one of the guys came, ran, and grabbed my horse, got him calm. And he didn't bolt or anything. He just got up on his hind legs, and then
Just getting ready to fight.
Yeah. So then, yeah, one of the guys came up, and then they just like hitched our horses together, and we rode.
That's why you should have wore spurs.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But man, that shit was crazy. I thought I was going to die.
That's why you wear spurs for it, Derek.
I'm telling you, man. Anyways, well,
the thing you have to really worry about.
I never said my.
You actually
I'm
died.
excited about Derek.
Killing your family to hide the evidence.
Come on.
I ain't got no sport that needs to go away, but I got a sport I'm excited about.
All right, Aaron, AG3, what's your sport?
I'm excited about this Dominican-Brazil volleyball game in 2 days. I'm excited about that. I'm watching that start to finish.
He's stupid.
Battle of the thickness.
I think that's gonna be a good one to watch. I might also tap into that one.
I'm watching now.
All right. Anything else that you've watched that you think is kind of ridiculous or stupid or any other controversies that came up that y'all
I know
noticed?
how to turn shit off if I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Jared, I think you keep watching it so you can get more angry.
No, actually, I've watched the field hockey. I'll usually watch something to try and understand it and figure out as much as I can before I truly, like, early on, you got my gut reaction. You got my gut reaction to some of the sports when we were in Hawaii. But as I like watched them more and I was trying to understand like some of the strategies, I'm trying to understand what are like some of the technical rules of what you can and can't do. Like in field hockey, you can't use your feet at all. Like it's like a penalty you can get like a free shot or like a penalty shot that's worse than that corner kick thing that you saw today, Aaron.
Yeah.
It's basically just sitting there right in front of the keeper and they just get to hit the shit out of that motherfucker.
The keeper don't get a glove. He got what looked like a Lego piece on his hand, a foam Lego piece. And I'm like, damn, how are you supposed to block shit with that?
You just block it. You don't catch it. You just block it. That's all you can do. That's all they want you to do. But yeah, so I watched them. I watched handball. I watched field hockey because I think they both can be improved. I don't think they need to go away. Horse racing or horsing, yeah, it can go away. Shooting, I think should stay, but just have them shoot 50 cows and M16s.
Speaking of which, hey, y'all see this German coach for the women's basketball team?
No, what about her?
I'm pretty sure that's a man.
Might be a man. Man can coach the women's team, Pedro.
You know what else could go? Men's 3-on-3 basketball. That whack, bruh. No, actually, they don't gotta go. I'm just pissed off. USA basketball. Grant Hill. You getting all this media slobbing on your knob.
Grant Hill ain't part of the 3-on-3.
It's all under USA basketball, bro.
Let me see, dude.
So I hold them responsible for putting Jimmer Fredette. Jesus. He looks like the definition of middle age. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how. But I said, damn, they couldn't pick a young guy like this dude.
Was he smoking cigarettes?
He looked old.
He looked like, he just looked like life has been tough at the factory, working at the factory.
It's like the old school man.
But then you got some dude who's a PE teacher. Shout out to him for being a PE teacher, sponsorship. But at the same time, like, I've never heard of you. You might have played some small time college ball. You're athletic, but there's nothing discernibly special about you other than you're above average athlete. But we don't need above average athletes that aren't also of a certain height. You're fucking maybe 6'1" or 6'2", and then you got this dude who's a scout or works as a player development person for one of the NBA teams and played at Harvard. Is like a 6'8" guy that played kind of power forward, player big. No discernible skill set other than he's willing to do the dirty work and he's decently mobile, but nothing special. He wasn't uber athletic. So you got your big man who's not actually that big when he comes to playing against other teams that got 6'10", 6'9", 6'12" guys. Not 6'12", but 6'11", 6'10" guys. And he's undersized against them. Yet you got him. He's the only one that can bang with any of that. And then you got the grandson of a Hall of Famer. Okay? You got, what's his name? Connor Berry? What was his name? Otto Berry?
Yeah, the Berry. They who?
Constantine Berry.
Out of all the Berry family, the Berry.
I didn't know they got more berries than they got wine.
There's more. The way is, Barry had 5 boys, and this is the weakest one.
He's the youngest one and the weakest.
He's the only one to make the Olympics. And I'm like, the other ones, we could go John, Brett, Scooter. They got, between all the other Barry brothers, we got national champions. We got people that won in the NBA. We got all kind of things. And then you got the one Barry who
got dunk champion for some weak ass dunks. Yeah, when he won the dunk championship for the Sonics.
I think it's really less about the talent and more who read the email about qualifying. I think that's
why there's no black guys on the 303 team.
Who got their physical and sport waivers turned in on time?
They couldn't get Joe Johnson.
They could have got some big. You know what? This is the first time I'm gonna say something remotely positive about the big three. Ice Cube, you need to basically partner with USA Basketball to make Big Three a league that will represent USA Basketball and 3-on-3 basketball, because they're playing it all the time. You actually might have some actual decent athletes interspersed in there.
We don't need LeAngelo Ball representing the USA.
He would have been bigger than the dude they had playing big against the Netherlands team that average height was 6'6" and above. They were undersized. Jimmy Fredette's not a big dude either. Your second biggest dude was probably a 6'5" Otto or Constantine
They could
Berry.
use the big three players because all those fools ever do is fight out there.
They could have got one of them younger dudes that Spryer got more length and could have at least contest. I don't know. Anyways, Jimmy Fredette, disappointing as usual. I appreciate you though for giving it your go. He strained an abductor, aka he pulled his groin doing a non-athletic move, the same way Chris Paul did it in the playoffs 2 years ago. And it's the reason why when you hit a certain thing of middle age, you stop playing sports at a high level because you could just be doing regular shit and pull a muscle. So, Jim Fredette, your career is over. Thank you. Thank you for your service. You can retire back to the small town of Pennsylvania or West Virginia, wherever they mine coal or natural gas. You can put your Carhartt jacket back on.
Wait a minute, hold on. I want to know why Chelsea Gray is overseas right now. She was hurt.
She's supporting her teammates.
So the sport team. I mean,
no. She's dressed. They should have gave that to Caitlin Clark.
I would have helped with the attendance. Did you see the attendance at that excuse me, I call it WNBA game, the USA game,
the Olympic Games?
Yeah. All the other teams were around 13,000 people in the US after 8.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark would have definitely helped them just bring some notoriety to them.
Just silliness.
They should have put and Angel Reese on everybody they play. Take some of those old ass women off.
Yeah, Diana Taurasi was still there.
She needed to be off.
Yeah,
they put Caitlin Clark. Someone else needed to be off. They put Angel Reese.
They out here,
put
man,
the young
looking
blood out there. They didn't even have to play much. Just put them out there, let them play a little bit. It would have been more exciting than watching these. I know Pedro gets excited watching Brittany Griner run up and down the court. Don't get me wrong.
Man, she look washed up right now. She look washed.
Hey, Pedro, you like her?
Pedro Reese should have had Brittany Griner spot. Let's just be real.
Exactly.
But Pedro, you still excited? I know you excited. You like someone that could wear that's willing to take off her tank top when you willing to take off yours in public spaces.
You're a man.
Y'all can wear tank tops together.
Was that a real picture? Was that a real picture with a shirt off, or was that just deep fake? That was a real picture.
That's a real picture, dude.
I don't know, dude. I don't trust nothing I see on the internet anymore.
I don't trust that. Yeah. Please don't let that be true.
That's true.
I wouldn't be surprised if she did have like a top surgery.
No, I just think she ain't
got
Oh, that she's got a man's chest.
She's always had kind of man's chest.
I was like, please don't tell me she took her shirt off on an ATV.
I don't get it hard by men's no more.
I don't think she ever did.
Yeah.
Brandon, did I show you the Andrew C. Caldwell?
You don't have to show you.
I feel if he drops something new, you're the first one to know about it. I feel like I think he sends it to you directly.
Okay, so you want the meow for real?
I want the meow.
All right, but like
want some sexy?
This little sexy. We be wanting like you gotta
I get hard for
you
women
get hard?
now.
Oh,
I
you
get
do?
hard for women now. I don't get hard for men.
Dang.
So when God take the desire from you, you are what you say you are.
Right.
Just
Well,
like
you tried it?
try what?
The meow.
I have, and it feels good. It's like when I touch a woman, you guys' body are more firm, more soft.
Yeah.
It feels good. It actually feels good, but I'm not going to try it for a while because
boy?
I have to wait until I get married.
I think he had sex with a transsexual.
He said, I'm not going to try it for a while.
It sounds like he ain't never touched a woman. He said, let me cover all my bases. They firm and soft.
Soft.
In all the right ways.
He had sex with a trans man and he was confused.
Cuddy Corner shoutouts. Cuddy Corner shoutouts. Cuddy Corner shoutouts is a segment in the show where everyone gets a chance to rank and plan or highlight something positive in the world. Cuddy Corner shoutouts. Cuddy Corner shoutouts. It's time.
We're burning now. God, if you let it in, hell. So cold and bleeding now. I meant what it meant. Gonna let you down. He had sex with my mama. We're broken people now. I just said I need a Becky
Aaron, do you have a Cuddy Corner shoutout?
My Cuddy Corner shout out is when people try to talk you into something and not thinking about if you're going to like that or not, or this is something that Aaron's going to like. And then when you still tell them no, and they still work on talking you into it. So I had a friend, let's just call him for the sake of confidential. Let's just call him J Axe. Come on. J Axe called me and spent an hour trying to talk me into going to some concert called the Fool in Love concert. And all his selling points was just making it even worse. Right? First he called, he's like, hey man, can your sister, it's at SoFi, can your sister, I know she got the hookup. Because he went with me to a Ram game. She don't have hookups, fool. She has season tickets, dude. That's not a hookup. She paid for them tickets. Now, I told him they do usually, before tickets hit the open market at SoFi, if you're a season ticket holder, you get a choice to buy them ahead of time before they open market. So you get them at cost. You don't have to worry about anything. But these tickets already open market. Why? Because Melissa wouldn't care about going to this market. Look it up, Jared. Fool in Love. Put it on the screen, please. Fool in Love. Put the from their website so we can see who's in this concert. And we're gonna see. I'm gonna tell you who his selling points that was supposed to work on me were. He's like, man, you like R&B? You like R&B? You're going to love this concert, man. Hell yeah, I'm going. Come on, man. Come on down. It's in August, sometime in August. I'm like, dude, I'm working then. I'm back, working. I got my job back, this and that. I'm back working. The Fool in Love concert headliners is at SoFi Stadium. It's one day, which I don't know how they're going to fit all this shit in. It must be also using the parking lot. But the headliners are Lionel Richie, Diana Ross, Al Green, Santana, Charlie Wilson, Gladys Knight, not Shaka Khan, Isley Brothers, the Jacksons, the OJs, Smokey Robinson.
Sounds like this concert gonna be over by 4 p.m.
Exactly. That's what I said. I'm like, how long this concert gonna last? I said, not a single person seemed like they under 75 performing at this concert, except for Stevie B for some reason. I don't know why he there. George Clinton, Zach, Cool in the Gang, old ass there. It is Pointer Sisters. The two Pointer Sisters that did all the singing are dead.
Well, Duran Jones and the Indications are pretty young. They're good. They're good.
I had never even heard of it. I know you. This is a concert. The Pointer Sisters are dead.
Mayor Hawthorne. He's
the other sister that did all the singing. They're dead. Evelyn Champagne King. Shame.
Oh, Lady Ray will be there. She's younger. Yeah, it is. You have to kind of scour it a little bit.
Midnight Stars. Oh, Elder Barge, Jared. He don't even look light skinned no more. That's how old he is.
Come on.
Elder Barge. You get darker the older you get. Like my dad used to be kind of light skinned.
Hey, Evelyn Champagne King, they're gonna be there.
Cameo is there.
Wait a minute, Zach.
You make my love come down. But here's the problem. Delphonics old ass and the stylistics are there, Jared. The Blue Notes are there without Harold Melvin. Because I don't know if Harold Melvin's still alive.
I'm looking at Zap.
Zap is Zap without Roger. Because he killed Zap kill Roger? Come on, dude. Did Zap kill Roger? He shot him.
Huh? His brother. Yes, one of it was the brother.
Oh, it wasn't Zap. It was another brother. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, dude, this is Jared. Everybody there over 75. It's August 31st. He spent an hour trying to talk me into going into this shit.
Hey, Charlie Wilson did do a tiny desk that was kind of fire though.
Oh, that was one of the best tiny desks. But you know what makes it good? He was at a fucking tiny ass desk.
That was 10 a.m.
Sitting down.
And it lasted 20 minutes. That was one of the best. SWV and Charlie Wilson were the best tiny desk concerts. Look, these fools are all old, Jared. They all old, man. And he was trying. One of his big selling points was Smokey Robinson. Man, you get to see Smokey Robinson, man. And I said, Smokey Robinson is my father's age. My father cannot. My father's in good shape for his age, right? Physically, he's in kind of good shape, but he ain't up there trying to gyrate and dance and grab his crouch and wear too tight clothing.
As far as you know,
he's smart enough to not do it in front of people.
All right. Yeah. Shout out to Fool in Love concert sponsorship.
Shout out to Fool in Love concert sponsorship. Please send a sponsorship to all the paramedics that's going to need to be on.
Pedro, do you have a Cuddy Corner shout out?
Yeah, I know. I tried my best not to talk about car stuff, but car stuff might be the reason why we're going into recession. Let's see if I'm on camera. Let me get on camera. Okay. My Cuddy Corner shout out goes to Carlos Tavares, the CEO of Stellantis, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep, all those stuff that people used to be able to afford. And all of a sudden they turned themselves into a luxury brand. and now they're laying off employees. But this fool gets a $48 million bonus package or whatever they call it. I thought the Nigerians scam people. I thought the Africans really be out here scamming. Don't nobody scam like the Italians. How the hell did you work out a deal where you get $48 million and you can't sell a single crappy car on your lot? What happened there? And then now they're going and now they're talking about laying off people. Already start laying off line workers. They're laying off salary employees. The American car market basically is the backbone of the economy here. And this man done ripped off America from Italy. He gets a bonus, but all his cars is recalled. How does that work? How does that money work? What's that money factor like? This dude was the biggest con artist ever. How you get $48 million and you ain't sold a car? You sell a car a month. Somebody tell me how that works. That's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Prepaid material contracts.
Sound like the Chip Kelly of.
It's like the UFC. It's like the UFC. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to provide any good quality as long as they did their 42 promotional events a year. They're gonna get their payout. So just make sure you contractually get things set up, and it ain't got to be anything good. They could have a fight card where everyone gets sick in the first round and throws up, and they cancel the fights, and they still get paid.
This guy's got cars out here nobody asked for. Nobody asked for a SUV from Dodge. Nobody asked for a Ram with a twin turbo 6-cylinder motor. You're not going to sell that. He don't know nothing about America. Came out here, dropped all these products out here, all this new stuff, and ain't nobody buying it. And he took the money and ran. Now they talking about Chrysler is going to get the chopping block. Maserati's for sale. It's just a total mess. They shouldn't. That's why America shouldn't allow foreigners to come over here and just do whatever. Trump is right. Trump 2024. Shit.
Brandon, do you have a Cuddy Corner shout out?
Oh yeah, man. My Cuddy Corner shout out go out to people who live in rural areas in the country. My rednecks, just my country black people. So there was a story came out of in Tennessee. So as it's snake season, like people out hiking, people enjoying the outdoors, but it's also snake season. So from time to time, people get bit or they encounter snakes and they need to go to the hospital to get treated. So this hospital in Tennessee had to put out a public service announcement is that if you get bitten by a snake, don't bring the snake to the hospital. So apparently this has happened twice where somebody gets bitten by the snake. They've watched some action movies. Like, we got to know what kind of snake it is so we can get an antivenom. Motherfucker brought a black bag, trash bag with them to the emergency room.
Was the snake alive?
Yes, they took the snake. They took him to the back of the emergency room. The snake got out, bit 2 people in the hospital.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, I don't even know who you called at the hospital to come get this snake out of here. But they had to tell people stop doing that because apparently it was happening at least once a month. Somebody get bit by a snake. We had to catch a snake so you could know what kind of snake it was. He's like, they're like, a picture is fine. Okay. Just take a picture of it. We'll be able to identify it. Also, we'll just give you antibiotics, just whatever it is. Don't bring the snakes to the hospital. So shout out to people who are getting bit by snakes, brave enough to try to catch a snake after they've been bit. And then also taking it to the hospital to bite other people.
Well, my Cuddy Corner shout out goes out to Joe Biden. You made July a lot better by stepping down. Just gonna say that. So thank you. Positive that you finally stepped down. It took a terrible juju that was created from the 4th of Juneteenth Jeopardy special by the High School 510 podcast to trip you up. They obviously didn't give him his meds that night. But yeah. And now we got somebody in there that might do things a little differently than you. I'm not betting on it, but at least it's not an old daughter. It's like I said, Brandon. If you going out of town with your wife for the weekend, you want to leave the kids behind. Are you going to leave them with Grandpa Joe, who you think might forget that they're even there with them? Okay. Or would you rather leave them with Auntie Kamala? Okay, that's just a question, and you feel much safer with Auntie Kamala being at the helm versus Grandpa Joe, who might, think it's dinner time during breakfast and breakfast during dinner time. We don't know where he at. And his dinner time might be 2 p.m.
I will say that Newsmax is my new favorite news channel because they just go super hard at everybody.
They're just ridiculous. Yeah.
But
who is it, Brandon?
Newsmax.
Oh, Newsmax. Yeah. If you ever watch Newsmax, it is insane.
It's insane. You rot in your brain. You talk about my irregular internet. Brandon over here is watching an irregular news quotation.
No, because after the last debate, I turned on Newsmax. I was like, so I turned on CNN. He's like, oh, he just had it off night. I was like, let me see what the other side said.
They're like, it's over, dude. They were raising the cowbell. They were celebrating like this old man is fucked.
Yeah, man. He's like, the 3 minutes I fucking saw, they were like, man, Joe Biden's the oldest person in the world. He probably should have took some of Hunter's cocaine.
He obviously didn't get into the goods tonight. Yeah, he should have prepped with Marion Barry ahead of the.
They were going hard.
You go over your talking points with the former mayor. I just say I'm happy. I'm a little relieved. I'm still not happy at the prospects, but I'm a little bit. I feel more optimistic about the potential prospects, but still.
Let's see who she picks for VP.
Lord,
please. She gets somebody else equally as ridiculous as you.
Yeah, she's. Everyone's saying that she got to just get a white guy because that's going to make the rest of the country feel safe, and it's going to be her kind of cornerstone. And yeah, cornerstone.
It'll be tight.
The cornerstone of our society is white supremacy. So it's good to have a white man there.
Pence. It's going to be turn. One of the guys from Pennsylvania, because they need to win that state.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Regardless,
I mean, it's swing state, so Pedro's right.
Yeah, Shapiro is going to be Shapiro, or somebody said Federland is
no, starting. Not him. Hell no. That motherfucker.
Yeah. Somebody said
she's gonna choose somebody that's gonna just once again push away a lot of the progressives that are like saying, okay, they got rid of Joe. They can't do that. They're gonna do that for the establishment. They would, but if they want to, the momentum you're getting is everyone that was going to vote for Joe Biden that's aged in and just dedicated Democrat is going to vote for him or Kamala. It doesn't matter. It's a lot of these younger people they've lost the message with a lot of these younger and, I would say more left-leaning voters who don't want to see Donald Trump, but don't want to feel like it's like gun to your head. You got to vote because this is the lesser of two evils by barely a slim margin, right? Not a slim margin, but a margin that is not as discernible as they want you to think.
Hey man, Jill Stein's in it, Cornel West's in it, RFK's in it.
Yeah. So regardless of which, man, hey, shout out to you, Joe Biden. I be here, man. What JD Manning called her, what do we call her? He called her what is it?
A cat lady.
Kamala back, not black. Camelback ain't black. Harris. Whatever he said. Please tear that fool up in a debate if y'all get to one. That'd be tight. I just want to see him debate somebody and hopefully get tore up. But otherwise, my other Cuddy Corner shout out goes out to the Olympics and its coverage. And I'm tired of some of these goddamn announcers who show you that they're the American announcers by the way they be describing other players and teams. You remember the Puerto Ricans, Aaron?
Yeah, that was racist ass calling.
These Puerto Ricans they really know how to work. He's like
these Ricans,
these Puerto Ricans.
Man, they work hard. That's what they know for working hard.
Some of these announcers are so terrible. They're not prepared.
The Puerto Ricans, they're not really tall race of people, but
they sure can jitterbug on the court.
They're challenging, but they're not a tall race of people. You know what it reminds me of, though, Jerry? It reminds me when you used to watch World Cup back in the day. They used to. It was the most racist announcement. It was the first time when they, the Mexicans, they're good at headers because of how hard their heads are. I mean, you would hear shit like that get said. It was just racist ass can be.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about white.
They're good at headers because their brain is numb from the cocaine.
Well, yeah, these announcers and then also Elon Musk and these right-wing trolls right now. Just, I don't know, JD Vance Grosack. It sounds like you support white supremacy, which he does. But yeah, man, I feel bad for that boxer. That boxer they were trying to act like she was a man.
I feel bad for the people like Jake Paul dumbass getting involved.
Yeah, but meanwhile, they have a convicted child rapist who is a beautiful white man who was convicted of child rape for Netherlands or one of those countries. And he's able to compete in this Olympics. So I'm like, hey man, like let's
they're like a lot forgetful people.
Yeah, let's stop trying to tear some of these people down, especially our women of color who oftentimes get mischaracterized as being overly masculine or being beastly and unregulatedly beastly compared to beautiful, dainty white women. I've seen the LFL, the Lingerie Football League, and I'll tell you, y'all white women got some. Y'all see Marjorie Taylor Greene, some beefy, rawhide, leather skin having ass white women. So I want to hear y'all talk bad about my beautiful women of color who, for whatever features they got, trying to act like they use some unfair advantage. I heard that shit with Serena and Venus Williams. They said shit, oh man, it was a conspiracy theory that they were transgenders, and shit like that too. Man, like all kinds of shit, man. Like it's just, it's too much, man. So all y'all racist cunts out there, eat a dick. And yeah, shout out sponsorship.
Who's gonna sponsor Eat the Dick?
I don't know. Wiener Schnitzel?
That's hilarious.
Eat them stick. Eat with Schnitzel.
Hot dog on the stick.
Yeah, Nathan's hot dog eating contest. It looks like they just gobbling dick. We can call the match. Oh, he's got about 4 dicks down. What do you guys think about everything as it's shaping up moving forward for the 2024 election now that we've had such a jarring and action-packed month? I guess my question is Kamala Harris too thick to run for president?
Man, you asked that question last like a year ago.
That was about VP though. Is Kamala Harris
your version of thick is, Jared?
Is she thick enough?
Yeah, exactly.
Is she too thick? Anyways, but I guess. Oh yeah, one other thing that happened this week. Donald Trump went to the NABJ, National Black Journalists.
I used to have a video called NBBJ.
That was probably a red
stood
tape.
For nothing but. I'll let you. It was number 5, man. It was my old roommate. Darnell had it, man.
Nothing but BJ.
It was over 10 hours of it on a VHS tape.
The sad part, I know what that video he's talking.
You remember that, Ngechi? Ngechi, you remember how it was to get 10 hours on a videotape? That meant it was really low quality.
Yes, the dude. That's when like every 3 minutes you get that line just like going right down the
every
screen.
3 minutes you try to touch that little valve, try to turn it left or right.
Try to get that tracking right.
You have to turn the tracking every 3 minutes.
Oh shit!
Over 10 hours. I can believe it, man.
What kind of VHS was that? Because most VHSs were like at 6 to 8 hours, bro.
You could do 10 hours, but boy, it was bad. It was bad, Jared.
I think I got that video for free if I bought All That Ass Part 3 or something like that. Come on. It was free. I remember having it. I had one of them.
Probably was.
No, I had the DVD. It had to have been a DVD.
Well, back to the NABJ.
Back to the NBBJ that Trump attended.
Trump freaked out and said he
didn't
didn't
without
know.
Kamala because she ain't black.
Yeah, he didn't know that Kamala all of a sudden turned black because he didn't know her that well, but he knew of her, and she was never black until recently. And also said he's been the best thing for black people since Abraham Lincoln.
Come on. Abraham Lincoln, did he say that?
He said that before. He said that the last campaign.
He said that
several times.
Yeah, he said it several times, but he made sure he said it in front of a room full of black people too.
I give him props just for saying it in a room full of black people. Just like, you know what? I'm quite sure there was several advisors telling him like, "Hey man, whatever you do, but this ain't the time to bring that comment up."
Say that. I don't care. I'm gonna do what I want.
Don't worry, they're gonna love me for saying
like,
it.
Who's in this room? They're black. Black.
I see all my colored folks. All the colored people.
All the good ones are here.
He also articulated how the NABJ, the National Association of Black Journalists, couldn't do things on time or get their equipment to work properly. Because
no, that is true. That is
subtext,
true.
they cheap niggas.
Come on. One, he went on day 0. The conference actually started the next day. That's like the day. It's the hospitality nights. The day everybody come in, you just chill.
Equipment ain't even set up yet. They ain't even got the sound system set up.
Well, yeah, apparently he claimed that they started late because they're Negroes, but there's reports coming out that he was refusing to go on time because there was a disagreement whether or not he would be actively fact-checked during the conversation or not. So it could have been a combination of our brothers and sisters being a little bit, we doing the thing on our time, but also I can see Donald Trump showing up and being like, "What? It's not this. I don't want it."
I heard that's the reason Abraham Lincoln started the Civil War late.